What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Philly to Detroit Boxing. We got a very special guest on with us today. We got Floyd Cash Flow Diaz. What's going on, bro? How you doing?
What's going on, man? I'm doing good. I'm feeling great. How about yourself?
Good, good. Appreciate you for hopping on with us, man. I know you going through, well, you said you back in the gym. I was about to say recovery mode, but you back in the gym already. So I know you just got done with a tough fight. So I appreciate you for taking the time to hop on with us.
No problem, man. I was happy. I was happy to be on.
My God. And then kind of just getting into your most recent fight, man. It was a tough one, man. You went against a really game guy. I think he was 15-1. You guys would have, you guys went and had a good one, man. I think he was using a lot more of his reach. He was trying to keep you at bay with his reach, but you did your thing and got into the inside and got the win. Could you just tell us a little bit about your most recent fight, just how you felt?
So I felt pretty good. You know, coming back off of my layoff from my fight, the long layoff I had just from fighting and then coming off an injury. I haven't done that my entire career up to now. So, um, I honestly I feel okay. Like leading up to the camp, I didn't feel like it was the best camp I've had for sure. There's a lot of like just mistakes and a lot of stuff. I just didn't feel like I had the best camp. But it is what it is, and I still fought a game opponent. And I still did what I had to do. Came out with the W. But I definitely feel like I got a lot of stuff to work on. But I feel great. I feel happy. I got a youth world title. I'm top 30 in the world now, and top five in the U.S. So I'm only 20 years old, but only 10 fights. So there's only more to come for me.
I'm about saying, and how you feel like Tyreek been moving you so far? You feel like you want to get moved slower, faster, or you feel like they've been moving you just right?
Well, I mean, Brad and I feel like they doing their job. They move me just right. Obviously, I'm getting the job done. I'm still doing what I got to do.
Hmm.
So, I mean, look, I'd say I am moving faster than most of these other guys. All of my peers that are 19, because I'm only 20. The other peers that are 19, turning 20 or whatever. You know, I'm right now. I'm really high in the rankings out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? I'm the first one. I got a belt out of all of them. You know what I mean? So besides, we're not counting like Big Baby and them, and they're all like
Right.
mid 20s and stuff. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
So honestly, they moving me right. I could possibly be a world champion real soon, sooner than what I think. So if I just keep passing the test, keep doing what I got to do, we never know.
And how did the Tyreek opportunity came about? Because we all know you from coming up in the gym with Floyd, so we all assume you'd be TMT one day. So how did the Tyreek opportunity come about?
So top rank, I had um Jay Prince's cousin, Mike Prince. He had hit me up. He had told me about that I should come to Houston. They just want to see me work, see how I fight, this, that, the other, and just basically like an audition. I was like, oh, sure, why not? I'm still in the process of seeing what I where I want to go and stuff like that. So that happened. I sparred. I passed the test. Yet again, they like that. How I fought and how I carried myself. Only at 17, so you know, Jay Prince signed me. Once he signed me, next day showed me a top rank contract. It was only supposed to be a 3 fight deal, but after the first fight, they were like, "We want you," and so we waited it out. Second fight is, they still wanted me, and we waited out again. And after the third fight, Bob came up to me and was like, "We're gonna get you signed, champ." You know what I mean? Like then we wanted to sign, for like a multi-year deal. So and that's what I did, and here I am.
And then, like you said, you've been at least signed the top rank since 17. You obviously been doing your thing a lot longer. What really got you into the sport? And how did you get started in this crazy journey, man?
Well, honestly, I mean, I think, but just if we're talking about boxing in general, I mean, my dad named me Floyd after Floyd Mayweather, so I don't know
Right.
how predetermined I was since before birth, but I guess I was predetermined, while I was still in the sack. You know what I mean? So, uh, I think I was just predestined. I mean, like and God puts everybody in certain places of their life and in certain alleys of stuff, you know, because that's what they're meant for. That's what they were like born on this planet to do. And I think mine was boxing, and so, obviously mine was boxing. So I was able to find it at a really early age. I decided to go to the gym. My dad had asked me what sport I wanted to do. He named like literally every sport you could probably think of, cricket, all that, like everything, bro. Like football, and like baseball, like everything, bro. And when he said boxing, I said boxing. Like, I was like, why? He's like, you sure? I'm like, why not? I want to box. Why not? You know.
Mm.
And then I ended up having talent for it. I picked up really fast. Had the opportunity, to be on HBO 24/7 when Floyd put me on, and ever since then he gave me that nickname. I just blew up, and I knew I was meant for ever since I was basically 6 years old.
Yeah, and that was basically about to go back to that. Be my next question. How was it basically growing up as a kid fighter and just being around Floyd as he's actively fighting and actively the best in the world? What was that atmosphere like being around?
Honestly, it's like it's something that I got over a lot of fighters, like literally like basically almost every fighter on this planet right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was able to be like basically mentored by Floyd. You know what I mean? And even if I didn't want to learn because I was a kid or whatever, I still picked up on stuff because I had no choice. You know what I mean? I'm like around the dude all the time. I'd pick up habits, and that's why I train stupid hard. And you get what I'm saying? Always gotta be better than somebody, like than the next person. That's just literally like retardedly competitive. I've always and a lot of little stuff that he does, I do just because I've been around him a lot since I was a kid. Like you could put any top prospect that's around right now. They don't have that they don't have what I had. You know what I mean? I
Mm-hmm.
had, Floyd and his basically, prime time Floyd, Money Mayweather, around me, and I was able to learn from him. So it's honestly like a blessing. Like I take nothing away from all that. Even though I didn't sign with him, I still, I feel happy where I'm at. I'm doing my own thing in my own right. I don't need Floyd or anybody for that credit. What I got now, you know what I mean. But I definitely appreciate the platform he gave me. So all I needed was the platform. Now here I am.
And since you got signed so young, at what age did people start talking to you like as an amateur, basically letting you know that they checking for you?
I mean, ever since I announced, like I went pro. I had like fought nationals, and I was like, we're done with the amateurs. This, that, the other. I'm ready to turn pro. And ever since then, it was kind of like this guy's talking to this guy. Got this manager, wanted me to go to him, and it was a whole bunch of like it's a whole bunch of back and forth with a lot of different people,
Yeah.
because everybody's gonna want to put their hand in the cookie jar. You get what I'm saying? So, um, and then we the best option, was Jay Prince. He gave me the best deal, gave me made the most sense, and then here I am. He has probably one of the best like stables you can think of right now, managerial wise, or who he has. He has Abdullah, me, Troy, Duke. He has a whole bunch of guys. Larry Shakur, like Jared. You know what I mean? He has a lot of guys. A lot of other guys probably that we don't even know of yet. Like, he had Josh Greer. He has Efe. He has a lot of fighters, a lot of people. So
No, yeah. I didn't even know he had you or Troy until I seen the press conference and everybody was thinking Jay Prince first. I'm like, dang, he worked with you. Oh, all right, well he worked with you too. I'm like,
yeah. He had three fighters on that card. You feel me? Like four technically. Not this
Yeah,
is counting Shakur. Yeah, so four on that card. That and that just shows he's doing his thing managerial wise.
we need a dinner with Jay Prince. We get the Jay-Z deal. How he got
Yeah, get the Jay-Z deal.
he got 50 fighters.
You're
What is
doing you doing
his
something right,
selling
man.
point?
You feel me?
Yeah.
You're
yeah,
doing something
man.
right.
I gotta ask him what's his selling points. What you saying? Like, cause everybody picking you. What you saying to people?
Yeah, no, he make the most sense. So it's like, look, at some point in time, I needed to decide who I wanted to be with, and then here we are.
Word. Could you tell us a little bit about your team and like your coaches and kind of who helped you get ready for these wars that you be in?
So all these fights, all the way up to now, up to date, we have. I usually switch out. We switch out the second coach, right? Like usually who would be in the corner, but it's
Mm-hmm.
mainly just my father, my pops. He's my main coach, Mike Diaz. That's my coach. That's my father. I've been doing that since I was a pup. Then we have Rafael Garcia. He's my cut man. He's junior, so Floyd's cut man. That's his son.
Oh, okay.
So that's
I was,
my
about,
cut man.
I was about to say I thought that I was about to ask you was that the one Floyd called Unc?
Yeah, that's what he called Unc, and that's his son. Because
Okay.
unfortunately he passed away, the father, but rest in peace. But yeah, that, and then we switch out the second. Usually, Mike Lugo, he's my godfather, Rob. It really depends. And then this time, I had Mickey Bay helping me train as well. There's a lot of like, just a lot of different experimenting. Seeing what fits for me in camp,
Mm-hmm.
what doesn't, what does, what can make it better, what couldn't. You get what I'm saying? I'm like 20, so I'm at a good stage where I can, um, I can you know kind of pick who who we need and what makes the most sense. So right now I'm at a good point in my life where that's what I'm doing, and so that's what's kind of been helping me.
At what age did it hit for you where you basically decided, you was gonna feed your family with this sport?
Um, I mean, ever since I was a kid, I've been boxing since since I was like 6. So I mean, the main thing is I've been doing what I wanted to do for a long time. You know what I mean, boxing wise. So you know here I am, and that's what I'm put on as earth to do. That's what I'm here to do.
Right. And how hard is it as a 20-year-old to stay disciplined, not only inside the ring but outside the ring? You fighting on TV, getting a little money now, getting a little fame. How is it to basically stay on a straight path?
Honestly, it's pretty easy for me, bro. Like I've been around Floyd and all that. I've seen the main thing about Floyd. That dude, yeah, he partied a lot. He hanging out with women, all that, right? But the dude never smoked, never drank. Not to my knowledge, not from what I ever seen. My dad has gone clubbing with him and everything. He ain't never did none of that. He buy everybody else bottles and stuff like that, buy the table bottles, but and dude drinking his water or pineapple juice or whatever. You get what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
um, it's not really hard for me. I'm more of a simpler man. Like I like I like being more like to myself. I'm chill. You know what I mean? Like I know I got the looks out, and I've been boxing for I'm on a big ass stage for 20 years old. So
Mhm.
I could see how all that could hit somebody, but it don't for me. I've been around a lot of that. I've been around the top of that. Floyd and all that. Like where it don't get no better than that. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So it's not. I don't. Yeah, I'm making money, but I don't need to. Worry about these other things. I'm trying to get rich. You know what I mean? I'm trying to stay wealthy. I want to hit a B. You know what I mean? Right. Right next to my net worth before I croak. You feel me? I'm not trying to like just be a couple millionaire, and then I lost most of my money from my fights because I don't fucking save it and like stupid. You know what I mean? Like I literally saw the rise and fall of Broner. You know what I mean? Like I was literally there. You get what I'm saying? And he talked to me himself. So I know, like I know what's wrong, what's right. Everybody has their vices. I still like to buy shoes. I still like to buy clothes. Hell yeah, you know what I mean. I don't punch people in the face for me not to be able to buy that stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I better be able to buy that stuff. But you know but I mean materialistic things. I mean it's money's an object. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have good experiences and all that, I think money really creates more freedom. You know, it doesn't really it may not create happiness, but it creates more freedom, which
Yeah.
then in turn can turn into happiness because you're not worried about bills, you're not worried about taking care of this and that, because it's already good. So I mean that's kind of where it's at with me.
And then kind of, I know you said you train with your pops. How is that dynamic? Because you kind of see them type of relationships kind of go south sometimes.
Right.
But obviously we can see it flourish. There's a lot of people that's doing very well, like yourself or Devin Haney or something like that. So how has that relationship been with you guys?
Well, me and my dad, like we always I ain't gonna lie, there's a lot of ups and downs. Whether the relationship ends up being good at the very end or whatever or bad, right? Usually every like father son like they and coach fighter, the problem is it's hard to separate the two. You get what I'm saying? It's the only problem that there is because it's like when is he on coach mode, when he's on obviously he's in coach mode in the gym, but sometimes you might be coach mode after the gym. You get what I'm saying? And not just like dad. You get what I'm saying? So and then same thing with me, I might just be fighter a lot or too much son. You know what I mean? Like so obviously it's a lot of up and downs, but me and my dad we've been doing it big. Look where he took me so far, and look where I brought myself with him. You know what I mean? At fit, at 10 fights in, 20 years old. Fighting on ESPN. All my fights televised on ESPN. You get what I'm saying? So like, we ain't doing nothing wrong. We getting it done. So um, our dynamic's cool. Like me and my dad, we always we'll fight or not. Fight and this and that. But at the end of the day, we both love each other. And that's just what it is. That's what most people. It's just a lot of forgiving and a lot of growing. And once you guys get past that, everything's all sunshine and rainbows.
I was gonna ask you, did you feel like you had an advantage coming up in the amateurs? Because some most amateurs, when you leave the gym, you go back home. But since you're dad is your coach. When you leave the gym, you go back home. Your coach is inside your home. So it's like, did you feel like that kind of helped? Because you kind of never
Yeah,
know.
that definitely helped. It made it harder for sure. Like it made it get you mad and stuff and be like, bro, why are we still talking about sparring, man? Like I just want to watch my TV. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, at some point it helps because like that's exactly why. Like you guys could spar. Coach would go home. You go to your home. You guys two separate places. You guys can't talk about it till probably later on the phone or not actually watch it and be like, okay, this is what we did. Oh, I ain't like this. Oh, we like this. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
And and my dad's a critic. You know, he's really hard on me. So he'll yeah, it's basically what I did wrong, not what I did right. You know what I mean? Because what I did right, we don't talk about it because I already did it right.
You're
You
right.
know, it's what I need to work on and what I need to fix to get better as a fighter. And that's kind of like that's how I move myself now too, like just in general in life. You know what I mean? What I feel like I could have done better. So I definitely had an advantage. That obviously being with Floyd, and then having the amount of amateur fights. I had 210 amateur fights. So at some point, I think once you hit the 100 mark, I would assume I know what I'm doing. You know?
No, we're
No, for sure. At least seeing everything. At least on that. That's
Yeah, at least yeah.
yeah. I'm about to say, what came into picking your last opponent? Because like I said, he was a tough opponent, and we would have thought that was an impressive opponent for you next year. So the fact that you fought him early, did that make you want to move a little faster since you got him out the way early? Because he could
Uh,
fight, and you got two knockdowns. You hit him with a jab knockdown that was like real crazy. He stepped into it as you stepped into your jab, so
hmm
a double impact.
Yeah. So I mean, I know I can handle myself at the high level. I mean, I've been doing it a long time. I just don't want my fights to be any type of close, like at all. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm,
Like I probably give him like 3 rounds. You get what I'm saying? You know what I
mhm.
mean? Some people probably would give him four, but I think it's really there's no way he won the fight. I know that for a fact.
No,
You know
yeah,
what
you
I
got
mean?
no, yeah, no.
No, there's not. And so I don't know. That one judge said 95 and 93. I was like, I knew I won, but I was still like, what the hell? Like I
yeah.
was like, nah, he's smoking bricks. But I'm like, ah, it's all good. Like honestly, like I could move really fast or I could move slower. It's kind of up to like what my team and what I see fit. You know what I mean? Because I'm not really worried about making a hell of money fast. I'm gonna make it regardless. You know what I mean? Like that's not the problem. It's how I want to move myself right. I'm only 20. You know what I mean? I'm only 20. Um, I should. I mean, yeah, I should be finding guys that I get out of there and that's it. You know what I mean? Because who knows who knows the first 10 fights that Devin Haney had. You know what I mean? The first like 8 fights. You know what I mean? Like nobody
Yeah.
knows. Nobody cares. Who
Yeah.
cares? You know what I mean? And I mean with me it's a little different because I'm moving fast and I have a crazy resume. Like you can't
And
deny
you
my
on
resume
TV, you
at
was
all.
on TV very early too. Devin wasn't. Devin first
Nah,
like
he was fighting in
like,
Mexico.
we didn't even see it.
Yeah, I was in TV for my first, for my first fight. I was on TV. You know what I mean? For my very first fight at 17 years old, and I could move really fast. Honestly, I could probably get a title my next year, maybe. You know what I mean? If I play my cards right,
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. It just depends. Let's see what I feel. You know, I don't need to rush nothing. I'm way super ahead of the curve right now. That's why I wasn't even tripping that I fought only 2 times this year. You know, yeah, I would have wanted to fight more, but it's all good. I'm not too pressed about it. You
Mm-hmm.
know, and I'm still, I'm still way ahead of the curve with that. If I had not had an injury, I'd probably be fucking world champion already, probably. You know what I mean? So it's all good. I mean, let's see what the opponents they give me next and what I see fit, and then we'll go from there. Because right now, these guys they get the opportunity to fight on ESPN because of me. You know what I'm saying? Like he got the opportunity to fight on ESPN because of me, not be on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? Like I give him the platform, so I get to pick who I want to fight. You know what I mean? I'm A side. I'm only 10-0, and I'm not even a champion. Technically, I am. Youth world champion, but
Mm-hmm.
nonetheless, you get what I'm saying? Like I pick who I fight and see what I go from there. Because you can't judge someone that's 20. You know what I mean? I got only 10 fights. You know what I mean? But and then once you get to that's when you get to more like the higher level, to just champions, and you get talking Devin or Tank, those type of talks. Then it matters a lot more. You know what I mean? You don't want to look like you're cherry picking and shit. But obviously, I haven't been cherry picking. I've been taking the opponents they give me,
Mm-hmm.
just wiping them clean and taking them out, and then that's it.
But do you have like a specific timeline that you kind of want, or a rough estimate that you want to win the title at?
Hmm. I thought about it. Because my minimum for a title, I'd be, I'm already. I plan on at least making like six figures next year. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Yeah.
want to touch that. Six figures at 20 years old is crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like especially in a sport, and
Yeah.
then with
You
but
saying
with bot.
total for one fight or just for a total that total?
No, like yeah, like a total accumulation. I ain't making that much money yet. You know what I'm saying? For that, I'll just fight for these U4 titles all the damn time, nigga. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Just chill off that. We fight 8 rounds forever. You get what I'm saying? But um, no, that's my like my goal. Like I gotta get my social media up. You know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
mainly like my presence isn't really that much because yeah, I'll get the ball rolling when I fight and then I'll stop. I ain't gonna do that no more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just got and then also I gotta be wiser with my money. You know what I mean? I spend it on stupid things and I'm like, bruh. You know what I mean? I'm dipping into the bank for no reason. So um, probably what next year 2024? Probably like beginning of 2025 or really late 2024, I think that's at least I'm in title contention. Like
Right.
even if I didn't want to fight for a title like the year after,
Mhm.
it's literally impossible. Like they'd have to give me like some like super bum, like that the commission won't even allow. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me to just stay where I'm at right now and chill. I kind of have no choice now.
Yeah.
Like because I'll probably fight. I do want to fight for WBO like international my next fight. I think that belt's pretty cool. It looks dope to me and it's pretty heavy. I like it. It looks cool. So I definitely add that. I want to fight. I want to see what I can do to get to that. But I think I'll probably be top 25. WBC rankings come out end of this month, I think, or beginning of next month. So I want to see the rankings. I'll probably be top 25. So honestly, I think I have no choice to be world champion by the end of 2024 or 25. So or beginning of 2025. And then from there, I guess I could call the shots and play how I want to play it. I could be a really young champion. I mean, Devin did it. A lot of people did it. I know I could do it. I don't have the Olympic credentials and all that, but we know what it is. You know what I mean? Like this 18 division, I'm gonna kill these bums. You know what I mean? Like I know all these guys is probably the nicest in the division is probably like Emmanuel Rodriguez. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's that. But come on. Like I've been boxed too long. You know what I mean?
I was actually going to ask you how you feel about that, the 118 division. Do you see any like real threats for real, or do you think you can wipe it all out?
Nah, I'm taking them all out. It's just a matter of time. Like, 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 not to be on no cocky stuff, but to be on some cocky stuff. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we got Maloney. You have Inoue's brother, uh, and then you also have what's his name, Manuel Rodriguez. Oh, and then Santiago. I forgot his first name. I think it's Alejandro or something like that.
Yeah.
Santiago has a WBC belt. I mean, these guys like. Man, to be honest, I feel like they're little. Like I know I'm little, but I feel like they're little. You know what I'm saying? Like when I punch him, I can just feel like all I do was a simple jab. You know what I mean? Then and dropped him. You know what I mean? I'm like, and this dude came down from 22. You know, I
He
came
was
down
a
from
bigger guy.
20.
He was definitely a bigger guy for sure. Not
Bro, the
even
dude,
just like height wise, just like he was just a bigger guy in general.
bro,
Yeah.
who the hell else on the card did you see took a fight like I did? Not one. You know what I mean? Yeah,
No,
Troy had a good
Troy, I
fight.
was gonna say
Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah,
Troy,
I was
Troy,
about to
yeah,
say you
Troy.
and Troy
And
maybe the
Troy
most
had a good
notable.
fight. You know what I'm saying? But if you look at everybody else is like, come on, you see it. You don't even gotta fucking. There ain't no point in watching. You can fucking knock him out. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like me, like I fought a 15. He's 15-1, and so basically he almost doubles my wins, right? 15-1. This dude has 5 inch reach advantage, 4 inch height advantage. He's 25 years old. He been fought some real guys before. He just came off a loss that was basically a robbery. You know what I mean? Like he technically could be 16-0 if being honest. And so like the dudes I'm fighting, like to get prepared for the title fight, I'm not padding my record and then getting the title fight and then it'd be a kind of hard fight and whatever and I go from there. I've been fighting some real ass motherfuckers since the first fight all the way to where I'm at. So when it comes time to fight for the titles, I'm like nothing. It's all about just like conditioning at that point.
Yeah, you and Troy was in for a tough one. Like I said,
Mm-hmm.
I betted on you to win that night, man. I had a parlay in that I cashed out. I had like a 6 fight parlay that day.
Man, cash we trust, man. Make sure you keep betting on me, man. You bet the bank on me, man. You ain't gotta worry about that. make sure
How
everybody
often
makes
do
some
you
money.
get that? Do your homies be like, bro, I'm putting this cash on you tonight,
Oh
bro?
hell yeah! I have hella friends put like stupid money. Shit, if I had hella money before my fight, come on now,
You
come
betting
on
on
now.
yourself. We just
Hell yeah!
spoke with
I was
Troy.
gonna.
He was
This was the one too. You had nice odds. You could have won like $100 off of every
I
two
bro for every like what was it? What was mine?
five.
Like 180, right?
No, you
It
was
was
a little
supposed.
bit big. You was a little bit bigger odds than that. You had to bet like 235 to get
Oh,
100.
230. Okay, yeah, 230. Well,
Yeah,
imagine betting like 5 bands. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
it's
yeah,
just free
bro.
money, bro. Like you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I trust me. Like I done seen it all. Like you bet the bank on me, you make some money. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about that. You
But yeah,
know?
you and Troy basically made the parlay worth betting because everybody else was too much bigger favors.
Oh yeah, I know. Abdullah had like a fucking 2,000 or something.
Man,
Yeah.
it
I
looked
was like, oh
like
hell no.
it looked like he was a negative two or plus two whatever the fuck it was.
Something like that. I think it was like negative 1,800 or something
No,
like
yeah, he
Yeah,
that.
was the worst. He was the worst when he had a plus 5,000 or some crazy shit.
Some I don't know who Emmy. I don't know what was Emmys. Could you even bet on Emmy yet? Or yeah, right.
was he on there?
No, he was on there. He wasn't on there to the last minute because when I first made my parlay, he wasn't. I didn't see him, so I wasn't able to put him on there. Then when I was about to do it, right, because I usually wait before the card, like right, damn near like an hour before the whole card starts, because they be late on fights. That's why I wait because they do stuff like that. But like the hour before the fight, they put him on, so I was able to add him on. But leading up to it, he wasn't on there at all.
Wait, so what was his odds?
He was his Jones was crazy. Only person who had really who made my parlay into a plus was you, Troy, and Brian Norman. Shakur, Shakur Mason and Millie. Them it was still I was still a favorite to win those that 3 fight parlay. Once I added
Oh, okay,
you,
okay.
Brian Norman, and Troy Isley, that's when they made it a plus
Yeah, I
one.
be trying to understand the odds too, cause I don't really bet, so I don't. You know, I bet
Yeah.
on fucking the Caleb fight, the Benavides. I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
yeah,
I bet it on Caleb. That like honestly, like Caleb's my boy too, so I was like, I think he got box him just his condition and just see, and then
yeah. He kind of
after.
that's what really happened though. He kind of was outboxing
No,
for a
bro,
long
he
time.
was until like he
Yeah.
got tired, and once he got tired, I was like, oh damn. I was like, bro, my money. I was like, fuck, bro. I knew I didn't know it was gonna happen. I that was a likely, very likely scenario.
Yeah.
But I thought he might have learned from the Canelo fight because it's like the best like pressure fighter counter puncher you can fucking fight right now. So like, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So it is what it is though.
No, yeah. How you feel about just the top ranked prospects in general? It's a lot of great guys. It's just prospects. All of y'all coming up around the same time. You, Emiliano, Abdullah Mason, all these guys. Do you feel like it's like a lot of competition to like get your name known?
Um, honestly, I think the top ranked prospects we have a crazy like a stable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Everybody from top rank is like pretty nice. You know, a lot of the
Yeah,
prospects. You know what I'm saying? Like it's very competitive. Like if you put it like against a whole like the best PBC prospects and all that, like you gonna have some problems. You feel me? You
no,
gonna have
for
some
real.
problems. You know what I mean? But honestly, like I don't think there's really like competition for like who's gonna be the sole star or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like people think like you can only there's only because of Floyd. Floyd, I mean, really he really did do that. You know where he messed up everybody's brain. Where it's like only got to be like one like Dundada guy. And I mean, there always is the pound number one. There's always is that guy, but there's enough success to go around. It's not, we're all, we all got the looks for it. We all could fight. We all, some be more, insane than the others. But it doesn't, either way, if you're still doing your job and getting it done, there's a lot of competition. It's a new day and age. It's not, you know, Floyd is, just, it was just the best and obliterated everybody's league. Floyd was just his era. You know what I mean? So, I don't think it's really competition. I don't really care about that. You know what I mean? Because I know I'm gonna get my fame and I'm gonna get my dough regardless.
Mhm.
Like I ain't worried about that. I've been in the game a long time and I'm fighting real guys. You really can't say nothing. Like even if he was a hater or not, you really can't say nothing about my resume. You know what I mean? You look at it, compare me to the other guys, like you can't. You know what I mean? So
I say, speaking of PPC, Floyd, I'm surprised we ain't see you over there. Because, like I said, we grew up seeing Floyd. Growing up with Floyd, we assumed, you probably would have went the TMT route.
Right. No, yeah, I don't like. I don't really like to touch base on that. Yeah, just yet. There's a lot of stuff. Maybe one day I'll talk about it. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? But it is what it is. I mean, he told me make the best decision for me, and so that's what I did. I have a family. Just like he had a family. Has a family. You get what I'm saying? That he had to take care of and do all that. Floyd towards the end of his amateur career in his Olympics, he was living in that white man's house. You know what I mean? That dude had a he was in a nice ass home. People forget this dude was in a nice ass home. He wasn't worried about money at that point. Right before he turned pro. And after that, he was all good. Making it. That's why he didn't care. He thought they give him like fucking cheap ass checks or whatever. That's like Floyd, we want to pay more, but so he can pay you. I was like, I don't care. He'd be fine anywho. He just needs to get the fight so he can get his world title shots. So look, I had a family. I have a family to feed. I've been. I'm the one that I got to do what I got to do for my family. You feel me? I got to put food on the table. For my family, people I care about, and that's a lot of weight. You know what I mean? When you're young, especially a young person as yourself. Most 20-year-olds just working. They're just working and maybe put some in the bills because they're still living with their parents. You know what I mean? Like I still got to take care of myself, and in order to take care of myself, in order for me to take care of others, I got to take care of myself as well. So I mean, look, I'm doing it right. And it's only a matter of time for it. I don't even money's not an object. It's nothing.
And who are some of the best guys you've been in the ring with, like sparring wise? Who's some of the best
Uh,
guys that basically push you to your limit?
I'd say Shakur. Uh, Trying to find. I spot a whole bunch of champions. I'm just trying to figure out which one I really like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean Kazuto Ioka. He was pretty good. Because I spotted him really young. I spotted like when I was 18, 17. He gave me good work. I can't really tell you. You know what I mean? I spotted so many people. I mean they'll give me good work because you can't be a world champion and sparring some 20-year-old kid and not give me good work. You get what I'm saying? But like I'd say the main one probably be Shakur though. If I could tell you that main one for sure, Shakur.
I'm about to say I got a couple, like three fantasy fights for you. Want to see who you got in these fantasy fights?
Nah,
I'm about to say the first one is Abdullah Mason and Keyshawn Davis. Who you going with?
Keyshawn. Keyshawn's more older, more experienced, um, and he understands the game. But if we're saying these guys are both like same age, and because it's hard to tell how much somebody's gonna develop, so if
Yeah,
we're looking at them. But I say Keyshawn, but Abdullah definitely will give him a stupid hard fight. So I feel like that's on some like I feel like a more famous fighter should have him right now and be like what weight is Frank Martin? What weight is he?
He
35.
35 too.
5'2".
He's 35 too, right? So that's what I'm saying. You can do Keyshawn and Frank Martin. That'd be a good fight. That
Yeah.
fight makes more sense to me.
Frank could have had the Shakur fight, man.
Nah, but we wanted more money, and I mean, honestly, and boxing, bro, you could just nowadays you could just be like, oh, he offered me too little, so I ain't taking a fight.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like if in reality, I just don't want to fight the dude. I could just be like, he was giving me this percent. I was like, nah, or whatever.
right.
Or offer something retarded, like 80-20 or something like that. And obviously, he's not gonna take that. And so I'll be like, oh, well, then guess we're not fighting. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
You can kind of get out that way, But that's boxing now.
All right. The second fight you got Richardson Hitchens versus Kenny Sims Jr.
Ooh, that's a good one. There's some good ones. I think Hitchens. Mm,
it's always tough.
yeah, that's a good one. But I think Hitchens because he just has his jab and then he been out the way a lot. I ain't gonna lie. Like he ain't. I don't really be hearing about him or anything like that. He just be doing his thing, whatever. He'll fight in and get out. But I don't know, man. Kenny had that hard ass fight with that last guy. He didn't really show his stripes with that one.
Yeah,
That dude was like the Terminator, bro. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go with my boy Kenny though. Kenny my boy, so I'll go with Kenny.
yeah, that's a tough fight. Everybody always have trouble kind of answering
Yeah,
that one.
that's a good one. That's a great one. That's a great one.
All right. And the second fight you got Bruce Carrington and versus Duke Reagan.
I got Shushu. I just feel more, and they're both my guys too. I just think I think Shushu You know, he's also been in the amateurs as well. I used to be around him all the time, so we used to, kind of when I was living in New York, we kind of grew up in the amateurs a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And Shusha's doing his thing. You know, he's sharp, poised. You know, he got punchy power. So I think that's just one thing that Duke may lack. Um, who knows? Maybe he's just not setting up right. But I think for now, especially activity wise, we'll go with I'll go with Shu.
And I do want to ask you, kind of, because I think it's kind of they kind of trying to lead this up. You know, the Abdullah Mason and Emiliano Vargas fight. How do you like that one in the future?
Mm, mm. I think that'll be a great fight. That fight will make a lot of money. Um, Kind of hard, bro. Try not to be biased at all. It's hard because that means like my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I can Facetime this dude right now when you go hang out. But then also Abdullah, we cool, and he's also my manager's fighter. Uh,
That's a tough one too, man. Both them boys are dogs, man.
I don't know. I honestly I couldn't even give you an answer on that one. I ain't gonna lie, cause it can go out. It can go where Emmy, he's doing his thing and he's slipping and he's slipping and countering and pressing him, smart. You know what I mean? And just create trouble. Abdullah can just be boxing on the outside. It's really hard. That's a really hard fight. I'm gonna put NA on that one.
What
I'm gonna
about
go NA.
who you think should win prospect of the year? And if you can't pick a winner, who you think should win prospect of the year, 2023?
Well, me, I don't think I count as a prospect anymore.
Yeah,
Well, I don't know. I don't know. Whatever the hell. Um, I felt like I should have got it last year. You know what I mean? Like, I bought 5 fucking times last year.
Who
You
got
know
it
what I mean?
last? Who got it last year?
I forgot who got it last year, but I think it was
was
like
it Xander
mid.
Zayas?
Was it Richard Torres? I'm thinking. I feel like
Or
Richard
Richard
Torres.
Torres?
Oh, I think it was
Or
something like
Richard
that. Like,
Torres?
bro, I was like, bro, no, what? I don't care, bro. I was like,
Yeah, I
hell
think it was
no.
because they were saying basically because he a heavyweight and it was like
But
four
his dude
four
is knocking
fights and
out
four
like a
knockouts.
whole bunch of these other guys. Like he's coming in like fighting like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, where's he gonna knock the motherfuckers out? Like, uh, damn. I think Emmy just created a lot of noise this prospect of the year. Abdul is a great fighter, and that's probably who else they would probably put. Um, who's another prospect if you think top rank wise?
Uh,
That's
uh.
it.
Well, you said
That's it.
you said that
Shit,
you
them
would.
guys.
I mean, I am. I think I still am a prospect. I'm not a contender yet. I'm not top 10 yet. So I don't know if they still count me as a prospect. I mean, that'd be pretty dope. They get pick. At least I'm in. At least a candidate. Shit, I got a belt. You know what I mean? I'm ahead of all of them right now on the curve. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that might push you
Like
away from it
Yeah,
though.
that's what I was gonna say.
That
Because
might push
that's not fair,
you
bro.
moving into contender status though, man. You moving into contender
Yeah,
status.
bigger and better things. It's all good.
if you ain't get
Bigger and better things. Nah, but honestly, I'd probably say Emmy. I think he just created so much noise.
because that's
You know
what
what I
top
mean?
rank they pushing it as and is basically a 2-man race and they basically letting us know like it's going to be one of them, but y'all got to let us know who y'all think.
Yeah, yeah. But I think Emmy, he's been pushing that bar for a long time. He's been posting prospect of the year since like he had his first knockout, and he had a whole bunch of dope ass knockouts. So
Because this was his sixth fight this year, and that was Mason's fifth fight. So they both, like I said, they had 11 fights combined this year. So they both gunning for it.
yeah, I think for sure they give it to what's his name, Emmy.
And yeah,
Yeah, I think he just and he has the look for it. He's been doing good in press conferences and all that, and so does Zula. But I just think they'll probably give it to Emmy.
yeah, he's. I feel like I think we kind of talked about this too. Emmy, he's just a little bit more marketable right now.
Yeah.
He a lot easier to market. Plus, he can just fight, so it's like it works out.
Yeah,
You
you
know what
go
I mean?
fight, and you got that, that golden boy look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And
I
yeah,
was
and
just about
and
to
then
say
doing what
the
he got to
Oscar De
do.
La Hoya, Ryan Garcia
Yeah,
thing going
yeah, you
on.
got that type of look. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it's
yeah.
like, I mean, yeah, I think just it makes more sense to give it to Emmy.
Some people
Um,
kind of say that about you too, though. Some people kind of think that you
no,
could be one of the
like when
marketable
I
ones.
know my hair looks crazy right now and all that, and
I
it
was
kind
gonna
of
I was
makes.
gonna ask you what made you change the hair and grow because we've been seeing you kind of change the colors a little bit, had the
Yeah,
fade on the
well,
side.
I want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? Like people be like, go back
Yeah,
to the short hair. I'm like, no, I want to grow out my hair. I want to grow out my hair. You fight on ESPN? No, I don't think so. So let me pick my hair. But I get why they like it. It looked dope and it did kind of give more like a menacing kind of look. Like right now, I just look like I just don't care. because I really don't about my hair. I didn't feel like sitting down and doing 5 hours and then thinking of color and design and
Yeah,
all that. You know, I didn't feel like doing all that. I was like, yeah,
Yeah, people just got used.
I
I feel like people got used to you, basically used to your look almost. That's all.
yeah. Well, that's kind of like my thing. You know what I mean? It's kind of like my how Dennis
yeah.
Rodman had his thing. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of thing. But who knows? I may return to that. But for now, I want to grow out my hair, and everybody made a hella big deal about that. Like hella, bro. Like people call me Bruce Lee, Manny Pacquiao. I'm like, damn, bro. Ain't no
I
way.
seen all that shit. I ain't
Yeah. No, but I could have. I also like. I'm. I've been feeling like, I want to be myself. You know what I mean. I don't want to put on no facade when I'm on the press conferences and all that.
yeah.
Obviously, like I have. I speak proper. You know what I mean.
Hmm.
Right. I'm in an interview, so I curse every now and so. But you know, when it comes to like what I got to do, obviously I know how to be TV friendly and all that. Like I've been media trained since I was like 6. You get what I'm saying? So I
Hmm.
know how to do that. And all it really is wearing what I really would like to wear. I like wearing my button ups and my slacks. You know what I mean? People think I like if anybody thought I was trying for that, like that's literally what you ask anybody like that around me. I like wearing stuff like I wear stuff like that. If it ain't training clothes, I've been moving more to like loafers and stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
I just like dressing classy because it's pretty boy. It's still I'm about business. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? And at the end of the day, I still get what I need to get done in the ring. So
No, yeah, my classy stage coming in like 2 years, man. I'm be
that's not. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm tired.
I
I'm
know.
tired of the. I mean, look, I'll still switch it up. You know what I mean? I'll wear my vintage, baggy ass, shirt.
Hmm.
With my washed denim with the stacked jeans. You get what I'm saying? Like my flared denim and some J's. I could definitely rock that. I work at a store that sells that stuff. You get what I'm saying? But I think it's classy when a dude got on a nice blazer, you get what I'm saying? Like a little nice sports jacket
Yeah.
or maybe a cardigan, you get what I'm saying? And like that preppy boy, like I think that's hard, because it's like it's just dapper, you know what I mean? It's just clean, that dude just look clean. Yeah, you
It's
can
'cause
say he
you,
overdresses, but you can't say nothing about his outfit. He look clean.
yeah, I think it's because you 20 years old. Sometimes that's probably why people say something just because you're young. No 20-year-old really be wearing stuff like that. They like
Mm-mm.
if you was 30, I don't think they would really be caring. But they're like, oh, all right, he's 20 and already trying to look dapper with it. So most 20-year-olds don't be trying to carry it like that.
Yeah, but when I think it works. You know what I mean? When like dressing dapper, and because that's how I really like to dress. Like if you guys, anybody that's around me, you know what I mean? I like that type of like cardigans. I like I just like the turtlenecks, that type of stuff. You get what I'm saying? It looks clean. Like you literally can people. The most you'll get, people be like, "Damn, where you going?" You get what I'm saying? Like I'm just going to the store. Like, but I just want to look like this. You get what I'm saying? Like and so everybody it always bats an eye. Some dude could wear a Chrome Heart sweater and jeans and a nice little some UNC ones or whatever the hell, and it'd be cool, and to us we know because that's it's around our age, like we know like, oh, that's fire, you know what I mean? But
Mm.
other than that, dressing like that dapper type of size works for everyone, bro. Like it's literally timeless. Everybody's been dressing like people dress like that all the time,
Yeah.
so it's not just an older thing. I think that's the problem.
My God. Well, I appreciate you for hopping on with us, bro. Floyd, Cash Flow Diaz. Let the people know where they can find you at, bro.
You can follow me at Floyd Cashflow Diaz underscore in between each on Instagram. Follow me Floyd Diaz on Twitter, Facebook. Just look at my name, Floyd Diaz. You'll find me. You'll find me. I appreciate everybody. I do want to say thank you to my fans. Thank you everybody that supported me. Up to date, and to all those that are new, make sure y'all follow my journey. I'm gonna be world champion real soon. And I appreciate my team, my family, my father. The people that are supporting me around me. I really do appreciate everybody, and those are the moving parts that people don't really see behind the scenes. But I'm doing it big right now. I'm only 20 years old, and I want y'all to stay tuned. And I love all y'all. Appreciate it.